You might not know this, but since 2015 in the UK, treating another human being in a manner that's controlling or coercive has been recognised as a criminal offence, and it's punishable by up to 5 years in prison. What you might know all too well, however, is that control and coercion are two of the most used weapons in the emotional abuser's arsenal. And for those of you who don't, I'll first describe the controlling behaviours before moving on to coercion. Though, of course, there's a massive element of control and domination in all the behaviours we've described in this series of video posts. It's just that some of them are more overt than others. Abuse, and especially psychological abuse, can and usually does involve a lot of manipulation, be it subtle or otherwise. Whatever it is, though, it's pretty much always used as a means to get you, the victim, to do whatever it is that the abuser wants you to do. This might be achieved by 1. Buying gifts with multiple strings attached, or giving them with the implication that they might disappear at any time, or as a reminder of what you would lose if you ever left the relationship. 2. Helping you with something, not necessarily because they want to, but because it strengthens their case for when they ask for something in return. 3. Using your fears and insecurities as a way to guide you toward the decisions that they would want you to make. 4. Feigning helplessness, so you might expect less from them and do more for them. 5. Threatening to expose your secrets or share your intimate photos, videos, and messages if they don't get what they want. As I've said already, some forms of control are more overt than others. Belonging to this category are behaviors such as 1. Keeping a close watch on you to ensure you don't look at other people. 2. Making unreasonable demands for your attention. 3. Giving direct and forceful orders. 4. Making decisions, including cancelling appointments and changing plans on both of your behalves. 5. Telling you where you can and can't go, who you can and can't go with, and what you can and can't do or say when you get there. 6. Demanding to know where you are and who you are with at all times. 7. Telling you how you should dress and do your makeup if you want to leave the house at all. 8. Keeping track of your text messages, chat messages, emails, and letters, and demanding you give them your passwords where required. 9. Screening contacts and deleting them as and when they feel it necessary. 10. Pretending to be you on social media, so they might catch you in the acts, which through their insecurities they suspect you of perpetrating. 11. Using technology to trace your movements, be it a tracker on your car, a spy bot on your computer, or an application on your phone. 12. Demanding you check in with them as and when requested, and by the method they choose for you, be it calls, texts, or photos, and not accepting any deviation from the times they've chosen for you. 13. Following you and or turning up unexpectedly where you are, especially if you're with somebody they don't want you to be with, or they don't believe what you told them. 14. Sabotaging your efforts at birth control. 15. Stopping or limiting your access to proper healthcare. 16. Keeping hold of your passport, identity papers, or other important documents. 17. acting as if they know what's best for you and that everything they're doing is in your best interest and not theirs. Financial or economic abuse is another type of behavior that an abuser may use to exploit your resources, exert dominance, and restrict your freedom and independence. In this case, the abuser might 1. Make financial decisions on both your behalves. 2. Create joint bank accounts or consolidate everything into their own. 3. Withhold money and prevent you from having a credit card. 4. Give you an allowance or make you ask for money when you need it. 5. Make you account for every penny that you spend and demand the receipts for everything you buy. 6. Steal from you or take out loans in your name which they have no intention of paying back. 7. Prevent you from going into higher education or from getting a job to earn money for yourself. 8. Threaten to cut you off or withhold money if you do ever leave them. 9. Force you into buying gifts that are beyond your means as a way of proving your love for them. Abusers may try their very best to isolate you from the rest of the world, and in doing so, they can maintain themselves as the sole influence in your life and keep you dependent upon them and only them. They achieve this by 1. Stopping you from going out with your friends while calling them a bad influence or accusing you of flirting or cheating as a means of justification. 2. Stopping friends or family from coming over and using the supposed state of the house or the fact they plan to do something with you as their reason. 3. Trying their best to come between you and your family or friends and making up stories about them to you or you to them as a means of doing so. 4. Hanging up your phone or interrupting you while you're talking or texting as if to remind you that your focus and attention should always be on them. 5. Deleting texts, phone logs, and emails and not passing on messages as a way to keep you disconnected from others. 6. Hiding car keys, purses, wallets, clothes, computers, and mobile phones as a way to stop you from leaving or escaping from the situation. 7. Taking up all of your free time so you don't have room for other people in your life. Additionally, you might have stopped seeing your friends and family of your own accord, perhaps because they may see the signs you're in a bad relationship, and rather than being happy about that and the help and support they could give you, you might be worried they'll think less of you or change their opinion in some way about who you are as a person. If that's the case, you're either really unlucky to have those kinds of people as friends and family, or, more likely, you really, really underestimate them. When you don't do as the abuser wants, or more specifically, when you don't do as you're told, they will often take steps to punish your bad behavior. This may entail some quiet displays of disappointment, dissatisfaction, and disapproval, or even quieter displays of next to nothing at all, otherwise known as stonewalling or the silent treatment. Whichever form they take, these and other kinds of rejection behaviors can be extremely hurtful, especially if, as planned, your abuser has also become your sole source of appreciation, validation, and connection. But as you may know, quietly and silently isn't the only way to punish your bad behavior. Coercive behavior is any act that's used to harm, punish, or frighten the victim. And those acts can range from physical assault to instances of emotional assault, such as 1. Threatening to leave and take the children, or to hurt you, people you care about, or themselves if you don't do what they say. 2. Acting in an aggressive or intimidating manner. And this might include invading your personal space, yelling and screaming at you, and making a motion to hit you with any part of their body, even if they don't follow through. 3. Brandishing household objects as if they're about to hit you with them or throw them at you. To actually do so would clearly be physical assault. 4. Damaging doors, walls, furniture, personal possessions, and anything else they can think of as a way to demonstrate their power and to make you feel small, weak, and afraid. It's one thing to be at the whim of somebody who uses control and coercion, yet is still in control of themselves, but quite another to be at the whim of somebody who's out of control and seems to be at the whim of their own ever-changing and ever-oscillating moods and emotions. You can spot these kinds of abusers through their drastic mood swings, where they can be affectionate and loving one minute and cruel and hateful the next, and their emotional outbursts, the outcomes of which can be anything from crying hysterically to full-blown rage, and all the damaging and destructive behavior which that can typically bring. If you've had these kinds of people in your lives, and you reach the point where you are treading on eggshells around them, or wondering what you could do next that might set them off, and what that would even entail, then even more so than for any other reason here, you should be grateful for any chance you have to walk away, and to do so before that walking time bomb stops ticking. Well, if you fear for your immediate safety, or the safety of those you're responsible for, then you should always and without hesitation call the police. After that, if you head on over to the resources area, you'll find a bunch of numbers and websites that are divided up by country of residence, and which you can use to contact people who will give you the level of personal support that both you and your situation deserve. Likewise, if you were part of, continue to be part of, or know somebody who is part of the kind of relationship we've described here, then the resources area is where you'll get access to the finest support that we are aware of. Though please let us know if we've missed something. Once you've got that situation under control, we've also put together a breakup plan, which can take you from the dreadful low you may be experiencing to the kind of high you may never have experienced before. We can't stress enough, however, that this is no replacement for the kind of help you may need right now to escape from the kind of abuse that you may be suffering, even as you watch this. So go take care of that first, and our advice and our breakup plan will still be here as and when you need it. In the meantime, stay calm and stay strong, and maybe I'll see you soon.